What's going on? Christian Olvera here. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go subscribe right now. Down there. Give it a thumbs up. Okay, so today I'm gonna quit Pizza Hut. I'm quitting today. For two reasons. The biggest reason is that management it's kind of poor right there, you know. It's not that great. There's a lot of problems with the management. It seems that they don't really know what they're doing, you know. And when I started working there, that it was 3 weeks ago, I was happy about it, you know, and I wanted to even make the store sell more, because I'm pretty sure I can do that, you know. I worked at Domino's for 5 years, and I know how things work. So I wanted to make the store sell more. I wanted to put all my effort on it. I wanted to make everything better. But since the management doesn't work, it's a huge problem. Instead of me all pumped up on the fact that I had a new job and I wanted to make everything grow, it just put me down how they handle things, you know. So right now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to call the supervisor. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to give him a 2-week notice. I know I should, but due to the management, how it doesn't work, and due to I got a job offer, that I'm gonna talk about that job offer at the end of the video. I'm not gonna be able to give him the 2-week notice. So today is Sunday. Tomorrow, Monday, I will not show up to work no more. So I'm gonna give him a call, and I'm gonna record some part of the call so you guys can see what's going on.
Hello.
Hi, friend. This is Christian.
Hey, what's up, Christian?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
I wanted to talk to you. I don't know if you have a few minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I have kind of an issue at Pizza Hut.
Okay.
So, well, let's start with Nabani, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So the other day I went to deliver an order,
Uh-huh.
and it was a school.
Okay.
So I go to the school to deliver the order. It had a name there. So I step in the office and I asked them if they knew who ordered. They said no. So I was like, okay, don't worry about it. I'll come out and I'll call the customer, right? That's what we should do. So I called him 3 times and he didn't pick up the phone.
Okay.
So then I called Nabani and I told her, Nabani, can you do me a favor and please go ahead and call this customer because he's not picking up the phone?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, yes, of course. A second after, she told me, you know what, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Just come back.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. So at that moment I thought maybe that address is, they prank them a lot, or you know, something like that.
Uh-huh.
So she knows that. She's told me come back. So I go back to the store, and I asked her, did you call them? And she said no. And I'm like, why didn't you call them? And she said, well, because that's your job.
That's your job?
Yeah, because that's your job. And I told her, Nabani, you know, you as a manager, your job is to make sure that everything runs smooth. You know, your job is to make sure that I leave here with the order and that the customer picks it up and they pay for it. That way, the company is not going to end up losing money out of this.
Exactly.
And then she said, well, I have other better things to do. I'm like, okay.
Better things to do?
Yeah. So I was like, okay, Nabani, that's totally cool. That's fine. I understand. Whatever. So I left, and then she comes back and she told me that you went to the office, and I'm like, yes, I did. Did you tell them the name so they can go ahead and search it and they can see which classroom is it and this and that? And I'm like, Nabani, I didn't do that because usually when somebody orders from a school and if it's a student, sometimes they're not even allowed to order pizza. Right?
Exactly.
So that's why they have a phone number there, and you call the customer. If that doesn't happen, basically we call from the store, because then maybe they don't want to answer a cell phone number, but they will answer a phone that says Pizza Hut, knowing that it's their order. So she just...
Did they place it online?
I'm not sure how was placed that order, but at the end of the day, the customer called, and I end up going, and it was just one of the students that were actually outside of the school. He was not even inside of it. So that was one of the things, right? And then the other day, you know, you hire this Christian guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Christian, you know, he's mental ill. He takes meds and all those kind of stuff. So the day that you put him to work there, I just saw Viola. She overput him work, right? So for a guy like that, just receiving so much info, he was very stressed. So I told Viola, Viola, why don't I take him to a delivery with me so I can show him the part of delivery? She said, okay, take him. So I took him, and on the way there, I asked him, hey, how are you doing? And he said, honestly, I'm very stressed and this and that. And I could tell he was stressed. He was shaking. He was just not feeling right.
Yeah.
And I told him, you know what? Don't worry about it. When I got there, he was cutting pizzas, and he even had there 3 hours, you know. And I'm like, you know what? To be honest with you, I don't see much people cutting pizzas on their first day.
Exactly.
When they've never worked at a pizza place. So don't worry, you're fine. Yeah. No, it's because I don't want to give a bad impression, and I haven't had a job in a long time. I don't want to lose this job. And he was just very stressed. So I kind of calmed him down and everything, and, you know, like, relax. Just relax. You're fine. So I got back to the store, and it was time for me to leave. And I told Viola, so Viola, how do you see him? Because my intention was to tell her, you know what, you're putting him too much work, right?
Yeah.
But coming from a driver, they don't take it right. They don't take right those kind of stuff. So I just told her how's everything, and she said, well, it's really hard. It's hard. He basically tried to cut a pizza, but he ended up slamming the cutter. So I had to make another pizza again. And I'm like, okay. And then she said, yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell a friend to come and to get him scheduled when he's working here, so he can see what it's about. And I'm like, okay. So I didn't say anything no more. I just left. It was time for me to leave. Next day I come in, and I told so Christian was there, and I asked Nevani, hey Nevani, how's Christian doing? And she told me, do you really care? Why do you care? And I told her, Nevani, as a team, we should all care about everybody, you know? You should care about what Viola does, what I do, what every single person here, and Viola should care about me, and Christian about me, and everybody, because as a team, we want to run this smooth. It's not like nobody's gonna pick up the line, and somebody have to do the pizza, somebody have to deliver. It's a team, you know? And it really concerns me whatever is happening with my teammate, because if he's not functioning, there's big chances that we're not functioning right.
Yep, no, I agree 100%.
Yeah, and then she just told me, you know what, Christian, just go ask him if you're really interested on it. I'm like, okay, fine.
She said what?
Just go ask him if I'm interested on how is he doing. And I'm like, oh, okay, I get it, fine. Now this girl that quit, she didn't just quit because she was bad or she was wrong or whatever it is. You know, I could see her. Maybe she was not the best person for the job, but you can see her trying to work it out, you know? You can see.
Who are you talking about?
You know, the girl that went and I don't know if she gave a notice or just quit or
yeah.
Okay, her. I could see that she was trying to work, but as soon as I got there, the first thing, since the first day that I was working there as a driver, the first thing that I hear is, oh my God, now what is she gonna say? Now what is she gonna do? Between Viola and Nevani, right? What is she gonna do? What is she gonna say? What is gonna happen now? Now she can't do it or whatever. And I'm like, what are you? I was just like over here, right? And for somebody new or whoever it is, whoever teammate, hearing that about another teammate, it's not really good. You know, it's just stress and more stress to it.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah. So.
I'll be honest with you. With Christian, you know, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? With the other girl that quit, obviously I can't get into details or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I with that one, like I said, I can't really say anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. One of the things that I do wanna say about that one is that leaving on the side if she was good or not. You know, Pedro one time was helping her doing some pastas because she went and told Pedro, "Can you help me?" So we were all doing stuff, and Pedro didn't really have nothing to do. He can't answer the phone because he doesn't talk good English, right?
Yeah.
So Pedro told me, "Hey Christian, can you let me do the dishes because I don't want to answer the phone, so I don't want to cut right now." And I'm like, "Yeah, you can. It's cool." So I went and got the make line. I got the table and I was cutting, and then he was helping her. Next thing I hear is Nebani telling Pedro, "Hey, if she ever tells you to help her, don't help her because that's her job." That's the part that I didn't like about
that.
that.
No, I hear you.
You know, and it's something like, how is not the job? You know, like it's everybody's job to help everybody. It doesn't matter if this person have to do this or whatever it is. Now on my third day working there, or fourth day, I asked Nebani, "Hey Nebani, what can I do?" And she told me, "Well, look around. What is what you need to do?" And I'm like, "I'm pretty new here. Well, just look around and check what you need to do." And I'm like, "Okay, fine." So I went and I told her, "Okay, so I'm gonna clean the oven." And then she said, "No, we have somebody special that does this." And I'm like, "Okay, so you do have to tell me what to do, because I'm not gonna, I can't be guessing what I can do and what can I do." Okay, so that's another thing, right? Yesterday, I went on a delivery to Fort Ord. So first of all, when Viola got there, she just put me to do a bunch of stuff. I did them all. I have no problem with people telling me do this, and I will do it right away. And she put me to do a bunch of stuff. Then I got a delivery, and I went deliver the order. Now on that area, it's Fort Ord. We don't have good signal. So I knocked on the door. The customer didn't open. I knocked again, didn't open. I tried to call, but I had no signal. So I had to drive around 3 or 4 minutes away to be able to call the customer and tell them, "Hey, I was at your door. I'm coming back." So that's what I did, right? So I went, drove, and then drove back. I delivered the peaks and everything. He didn't have change. It was a big mess. So I probably took 10 or 15 minutes more than I should, right?
Yeah.
Now, when I come in, Viola tells me, "Christian, give me your credit cards." And it was 6. I was scheduled to get out at 7. I took an hour break so I can work a little bit more because I knew I was going to be busy.
Yeah.
So I go out and I get the cards, and then I put them in order and everything. And then I go back and she screams at me, "What were you doing?" And I'm like, "Viola, you told me to get my cards." And she's like, "Yeah, but what were you doing? Where were you? You disappeared the entire day." And I'm like, what is she talking about? And I'm like, "Viola, I went to deliver, you know?" So her approach for me should have been, "Hey Christian, I think you took too long with this order.
Yeah, what happened?
What happened?" You know, and I could explain to her. But no, she just decided to send me home, right? And of course, for me, it's a huge issue because I have a lot of payments to do and stuff like that. So now, my friend, this is my last day working there. Unfortunately, I did want to tell you everything about this because I mean, I really like how you are, and I know you're really good. And as Viola and Nebani, they are really hard workers. They just don't know how to treat people. You know, Nebani worries more about the fact that she has the power, other than the fact that things need to be done a certain way. You know, and I think stuff shouldn't be like that. And if I stay here, I know it's gonna be a big issues, and we're all gonna get in fights, and then you have to go and tell her, you know, this happened. And I don't mind if you want to talk with her and be me there. But I know that's gonna create big issues between us, and it's not gonna work out.
Okay, man.
Yeah. So today, unfortunately, is my last day, and I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to work there with you.
Fine. The only thing I need you to do is just put it in writing.
Okay.
Know? Okay. Put it in writing, and then give it to who's there right now.
It says
closing today, Viola?
I'm not sure. Probably it is.
I think Viola's closing today.
Okay, what do you want me to write on that paper?
Yeah, just write, you know, I Christian, you know, and resigning my job. Today will be my last day.
Okay.
And then just go ahead and give it to Viola, and then I have to address this, Christian. You know what I'm saying? I mean.
Yeah, because you know what, that store has so much potential.
I know.
Like, people love that food there. The food is expensive, and people still buy it, like, happy.
Yeah.
You know, they go for their pizza happy. And I do think that store can sell way more. Way more. And yeah.
No, I agree with you 100%. And I do have a dress about it. Like I said, I really do appreciate you bringing it up to my attention. You know, because if nobody tells me, Christian, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. Go ahead and I'm putting a resignation. Give it to Viola, and then like I said, I'll call in your final wages and everything, and then we could go from there. But yeah, man, I mean, gosh, I have to address it with Viola and Abani. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So yeah, go ahead and like I said, give it to Viola, and then we could go from there.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate everything.
All right. No, thank you, Christian. I appreciate it, man.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
That wasn't easy, and it wasn't hard, but I just feel that I took something out of my back, you know? So now, the job that I got offered is at GMC Cardinal in Seaside, California, selling cars, which it's something that I really like. You know, I like business, and I like people. I like making new friends, and I like sales, you know. And I love cars, of course. That's why I got in the detailing business, right? So thank you guys for watching, and I will be making updates on everything again. And I hope you guys keep watching my videos and keep subscribing. Thank you very much.